All right. Take two. Take two. Let me see. Let me do. Okay. Take two. Let me do this again. All right. So, party people in the place to be. What's good? It's your main man, Uncle Freezy. I'm here with some real talk, right? And I'm not listen. I'm not pulling no punches. I'm just straight up just talking to you, person to person, right? Here's my thing. With the emergence of content creators, I realize a lot of people have no clue what they are talking about, but they're confident though, right? No biggie. Do your thing. Do your thing. I don't care, man. Listen, if you got a microphone and you got YouTube, access to YouTube, do your thing. I don't care. I don't begrudge you. Right? No big thing. No biggie. Do your thing. I do, however, find that during this explosion in Knicks universe, people speak about people. Okay, so I I find that during this time of explosion in the Knicks universe, less people speak about the root cause of issues and more about the easy, low-hanging fruit. Right? No big deal. Right? Uncle Freezy, however, likes the fruit at the top of the tree. I like the deep conversations. I like having deep, robust conversations about the Knicks. I like getting to like the root cause of stuff. I like exploring issues, right? Like for instance, Uncle Freezy doesn't like just sitting here talking about fire tips for 5 hours. To me, that's stupid. It is what it is. That's my opinion. But am I willing to share a platform with others that have a different opinion? Sure, because I respect other people's point of view and their opinions. You know what I mean? Like I'm open to dialogue. Now, some people are just whack, and we know they whack. We know they're whack as soon as we hear them, but we give them a runway to kind of get back on the rails, right? A lot of fans are disillusioned. I have a script here that says clueless, but I'm going to change the word clueless to disillusioned. They don't know what to look for and don't know how to look for it. Right? A classic example is the mantra, the fan base chant, play the kids. And what play the kids means in everyday life is play the youngest, most inexperienced people you have, hoping one day that these kids will turn into superstars. Using their natural gifts, they will increase their basketball IQ, their emotional intelligence, their desire to be a great NBA player and for their organization to win championships, and develop an ability to stay healthy. That is the dream of the fan base. But let me tell you something. Let me give you an example of taking the youngest people available and putting them in jobs and let them get on the job training. Think about your daughters and sons, your nieces and nephews at 16. We send them out to work at fast food places or wherever. One day they'll go to college and one day they'll be excellent contributors to society. But at 16, you don't expect that, right? At 15, 16, 17, you don't expect that. You expect kids to be kids. Right? Here's the thing. I'm just gonna make up a name. Roxanne from New Rochelle. Here's the thing, Roxanne from New Rochelle. When you send these kids out into the workforce to get on the job training, they make mistakes. They don't always do the things that you want them to do. That number 7 that you ordered with onion rings, when you get home, you find out that not only did you not get the onion rings you ordered, you got a small fry. And that burger that you wanted with no pickles has extra pickles. Now, they did give you a burger and they did give you a side dish, but they messed up the order. Right? And that's what it's like when you put kids in a situation where they have to learn on the job. Right? And listen, the kids have to get on the job training, emotional intelligence, desire, toughness, and learn the ability to stay healthy. That's the dream of the fan base. That's the fan base's dream. Having all those things happen is the perfect storm of events that rarely happens, though. Even if 3 or 4 of these kids turn into high-level starters, there is no guarantee that this team will win. Then there is the gestation while these kids get on the job training. How long do you wait? While these kids learn on the job, the Knicks fans while these kids learn on the job of the Knicks fans waiting patiently, you know Knicks fans are very patient. Knicks fans are a very patient bunch. And what if 2 or 3 of these kids struggle during this gestation period? Are Knicks fans going to call for that kid to be traded or cut? Will Knicks fans call for the firing of the coach when this player or players struggle? Will Knicks fans start to point fingers at the front office? What if the kids we chose to play instead of veterans turn out to be a bad crop? You ever thought about that? What if the product, not the process, what if the product, not the process, what if the product turns out to be a bad crop? Do you scrap the idea of playing the kids because the first try failed? Or do you try the process again? And if so, do you choose to bring in another management team? And is that management team a management team that's experienced in another city? Or do you give your current regime a second chance? Things to think about, right? Then there is the what if these kids pop scenario. The young core of kids is good, but it took 3.5, 4 years for these, at the time, 19-year-old first-round picks that you drafted during the tank to pop. You sat 3.5, possibly 4 years for all of these 19-year-old kids, 20-year-old kids that you drafted to pop. And during that during that 3.5, or are Knicks fans frustrated that it took 2 years or 3 years of winning 24 games, 27 games, 25 games? Are Knicks going to be frustrated during that gestation period? Are they going to be frustrated during the tank? Oh, man. Don't tell me we lost to the Orlando Magic again. Yes, those type of L's are going to accrue. Yes. Oh, man, the Sacramento Kings beat us by 30. Yes, those type of losses. Right? But here you are. But you are here. For the past 3 seasons or so, for the past 3 seasons, that Knicks fan that sent tank, burn it to the ground, sat through a stretch of 150 plus losses. Just to get 4 or 5 quality NBA starters out of the draft that could potentially make a run at a championship. Are you willing to sit through, say in 4 years, are you willing to sit through 200 plus losses over the course of 4 years to maybe have a young core that rivals Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, and Marcus Smart? Are you willing to sit through 200 losses over the course of 4 years to get a Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, Draymond Green type situation? It's interesting. Real talk. What I find is open mic means just that. Giving the mic to diehard Knicks fans means you are giving people an opportunity to empty their heart. Grown-ass men and women in public are whining and complaining, pouring their heart out on a platform like this, usually arguing with another grown man who is also pouring out all of his emotions, shedding their blood-orange tears, so to speak. Shedding their blood-orange tears over a random event. Boo-hoo, everybody. Julius Randle had 6 turnovers. I hate Randle. You hear it every day. You hear it every day. Boo-hoo, they criticize RJ Barrett, and I can't take it no more. You hear it every day. Personally, I'm cool with it. Personally, I'm cool with it. Knicks fans deserve a place to vent. They do. Knicks fan, you deserve a place to vent and be heard. Knicks fans are emotionally spent and need a place to kickstart that love of the orange and blue. It's difficult because for years the Knicks haven't had, or the let me rephrase it. It's difficult because for years the Knicks haven't provided the fans with much to root for. There have been more embarrassing moments than moments to get excited about. Y'all know this. The public eulogy, which is the common Knicks fan spewing their emotions over a red hot mic, is here to stay. As a matter of fact, it's long overdue. Since the 70s, the Knicks have needed a place to vent frustration, but not until recently has technology provided a place for ham and eggers like myself, your main man, Uncle Freezy, just a Joe Blow off the street, saw an app that he could use to share his opinions, and all of a sudden, Orange Tears is born. But not until recently has technology provided a place for ham and eggers like myself to step in the arena. Are you not entertained? There are people that do this, right? That are whack. They are very whack. There are people that do this that are trash. They have no point of reference. They have no clue where they want to go. They have no impact on anything, right? They don't respect the other's point of view, but their perceived stardom drives weird narratives and open-ended topics to nowhere. They just start talking and they build a bridge to nowhere, and it doesn't have an impact, and they're whack. And there's nothing wrong with being whack if you understand that you're whack and you want to get better. But if you're whack, and when people provide criticism to help you get better and you turn it down and call them haters, you're very whack. If you're whack and you want to get better, that's one thing. I appreciate that. I appreciate the grind. Sometimes I'm whack. I'll look back at something. I'm like, yo, Uncle Freezy, that was whack. And then I try to tighten it up. It's one of the reasons why I'm doing this real talk thing with you right now. Man, for like the past, say, 3 months or so, we've been putting out some whack stuff. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to tighten it up. Right? But there are others that are whack and they don't try to tighten it up. They're whack for the sake of being whack. Like they crown certain people, you whack. And it's not just young people, it's old cats too. Old cats spewing whack narratives. Like, man, just be patient. Screw being patient, bro. This is life. You say be whack with the Knicks, but then I see you in real life with other stuff and you blow your temper. Yeah, you. Yes, you. Man, you got to give them a chance to do something such and such. And then in other aspects of your life, you like, nah, man, get it right now. Just like the scenario when I mentioned the 16-year-old kids getting your order wrong. A lot of y'all storm back up to the place and say, I spent money, get my order right. But then when it comes to the Knicks, you say, I spent money. Take your time. Be patient. You know, Leon Rose is the king. King Leon. And you have no idea how ridiculous you sound. Anointing. Yo, come on, bro. You whack. Anyway. The perceived stardom that some people have, like with these weird narratives and open-ended topics nowhere, is befuddling to me. That we put these type of things out here in Knicks universe. And then there are the people with the angry perception, like, oh, I'm angry. I don't give a shit if you angry. Excuse my language, y'all. People like, I'm mad. So? I hope the mad people see this too. I hope the mad people see this, the people that are angry. I hope they see this and step to me so that I can put pause on them. I'm mad. I'm angry. the Knicks suck. And if you're positive, you're stupid. You know, y'all know who I'm talking about. They whack. They whack. What it is, they got a little people like that. They get a little bit of a little bit of stardom. Like a little people are aware of who they are now because of a certain niche or a certain thing. And then they take that and drive it to I'm always angry and mad. So what? So you know who they are. They'll be, and it's so whack. It's so whack that I laugh when I see it. They're like, anybody positive is stupid. Nah, bro, y'all whack. Y'all whack. But is it fun to watch? Yes. It's fun to watch, kind of like in that sense of watching a zombie movie. Or watching a car crash. You hope nobody get hurt, but it's like with a train wreck, you just can't turn your eyes away from it. It just fascinates you, right? So I'm not knocking people for trying to rock the mic. Do you get you a mic, get you some headsets, find an app, and get on here and do it? Do you? Do you? Right? Just don't be upset when you get feedback like this that rocks your world. I'm mad. So? So what? Get mad at Uncle Freezy so Uncle Freezy can put them paws on you, and I will do it. Play with it. But yeah, just don't be upset when you get feedback, man. When the audience gives you feedback, accept that feedback and try to get better. And try to get better. Right? On the floor, real talk, on the floor, the Knicks are terrible. Most of these veterans signed here didn't even move the needle. Kemba Walker didn't move the needle. Alec Burks didn't move the needle. Elfrid Payton didn't move the needle. Marcus Morris didn't move the needle. Jalen Brunson, we'll see. We'll see. Evan Fournier, though, didn't move the needle. The young kids, so far, have not shown that they are superstars. And that's a tough topic to talk about. Our young players, there is no superstar in this bunch. We recognize this. We recognize this right now. It took us a while to recognize that Obi will never be Giannis, but at least I think we understand now that we're okay with Obi not being a Giannis. We're okay that Grimes is not going to be Bradley Beal. We're okay with it. At this point, we just want to get something out of the player. Right? And while Julius Randle has shown he is mentally invested in this and the Knicks being good, his emotions over the past few seasons or so gets him off the rails. And the fans don't like it. And for the most part, a lot of fans want him gone. And so while Jalen Brunson is an improvement over the past iterations of point guards we've had, the product is still not very good. And it appears that this Knicks team is going to be average for the foreseeable future with Julius Randle and Jalen Brunson. And then there is RJ Barrett. RJ Barrett has just created the Frank Ntilikina type hive, where his supporters are willing to die on an argument hill for RJ Barrett, and the other side just want him out of here. They don't care. They don't care. Why pay him all that bread? He ain't doing nothing. Why pay RJ Barrett all this money and he's not doing anything? He don't provide you with elite defense, athleticism, great plays, consistent scoring. He doesn't provide you with anything, and we're paying him, right? All right. Just for the record, full disclosure, I love RJ Barrett. But I do leave myself the opening to criticize his play. I love RJ Barrett. Y'all know that. I love Randall. Y'all know that. Everybody else on the Knicks roster can come and go. I love RJ Barrett and I love Julius Randle. I think I love Quickly too, but I'm not sure. We're still in that stage of I'm trying to figure out Quickly. I kind of like Cam a lot too, right? But here's the thing. The floor product is not good and it appears to be average, and the Knicks fans seem to understand it. But how many want this? How many Knicks fans want to be, and I'm going to say it here, in purgatory? How many Knicks fans want to stay in that weird 37 to 44 win purgatory? Some fans want an all-out tank, but are you prepared for an all-out tank? Are you prepared for all the things that come with an all-out tank? And some fans want a championship right now. Me, this guy. Some fans want a championship right now. But Uncle Freezy, are you prepared for all the moves that come with chasing a chip this season? Are you willing to trade Obi for a veteran like PJ Tucker or Pat Beverly? Are you ready to trade Grimes for Spencer Dinwiddie? And while that may not be the player-for-player trade per se, it is the type of move that championship contenders make in order to prepare themselves for a championship run. Real talk, man. The Knicks fans don't see what is right in their face. Our young players are very low IQ. Very low IQ. Our best player tries too hard to make winning plays, and it's a grind on us watching it and him as a player. And he forces things too much. And the fans honestly don't see fundamental basketball get ignored for flashy player. Last night against the Warriors, Obi tried to catch a lob and dunk it backwards, and he missed. Why? Obi Toppin, you down by 15. You get a lob and you try to dunk it backwards. Why? You down by 15, man. Put the ball in the basket so we down by 13. These are the type of things that impacts winning. Stupid plays. And I know people are going to say, but Obi rarely misses a dunk. I understand that. But when you need 2 points, bro, get the 2 points. Because it don't matter if you did a 720 and went between your legs, the 2 points still equal 2 points. But Knicks fans blame the coach because the players are flawed. Knicks fans also hold the front office in high esteem. Knicks fans, you have this front office up in the ivory tower where they can't be touched. They don't even talk to you, and you okay with it. And what type of relationship ever that was a good relationship, two sides didn't talk to each other? Yet, Yet Knicks fans, you hold this organization in such high regard. They're in the ivory tower. They don't even talk to Knicks fans. They don't care. They don't even talk to Knicks fans. As a matter of fact, when they communicate with you, they go through a third or fourth party to communicate a message to you and then send it to you. It's not even a love letter. See, in a love letter, they send you a message and a third party delivers it. Maybe the mailman or something. Who knows? And yet, and here's the thing. Here's another thing, and it makes me laugh. The Knicks can't shoot, yet the fans screamed for the best shooter on the team to be benched. This can't even be real. This is like Cartoon Network. The Knicks can't shoot, but yet they scream to have Evan Fournier benched. And Tom Thibodeau told y'all at the beginning of the season, Evan starts because this lineup needs shooting. Yet we pounded the table to get Evan Fournier benched, and now our shooting looks terrible. And I was in that group. I don't have anything against Evan Fournier. I just wanted to see the kids get a shot, right? Well, the kids got a shot. They can't shoot. Bring Evan Fournier back. Our young players have poor fundamentals because most of them are one-and-done players with limited upside, and you know what they are. The young kids out of the blue bloods like Kansas or Kentucky or Duke or Gonzaga or North Carolina or whatever blue blood, right? Whatever blue blood, right? They're 19 years old. They flash some potential. They get drafted. They come here with poor fundamentals, and they try to establish themselves as stars in the league. Right? But when you become a star, trying to become a star in the league, sometimes you're not totally invested in the total team concept. And it's not just the Knicks, though. Right? Look at how the young Golden State Warriors players are struggling. Look at Wiseman. Right? Look at Kuminga. Look at Moody. Look at those guys that are struggling. Real talk, man. I just wanted to touch bases with y'all on some Uncle Freezy, straight up me to you stuff. Right? And just another thing too to Knicks fans, and this is my letter to Knicks fans that try to get content from wherever. Real talk, man. Everybody that's contributing to the Knicks universe is not an expert, right? Just remember that a lot of us that contribute to this thing, we're fans, right? And so I'm not calling myself an expert. I'm letting you know, full disclosure, I am a fan. Remember that. Remember that. I am a content creator. Remember that. Remember, these conversations that we have, I'm asking questions from both sides. Here's my example. Democrat and Republican. I'm asking questions of both sides. Right? I'm asking questions from the tankers and the chippers. Right? So when you're a tanker and you hear me talk to the chipper, stop calling Uncle Freezy wish-washy because I respect their opinion. Y'all sound ridiculous. People are like, Uncle Freezy wishy-washy because RJ Barrett went 5 for 18 and he said RJ Barrett went 5 for 18. That's wishy-washy. You supposed to love him regardless. Stop being ridiculous. You sound like a child. Uncle Freezy is wishy-washy because he said, be patient with the young guys. These are the chippers talking now, the ones that want to win at all costs. Uncle Freezy said that he wouldn't mind seeing Quickly get more minutes. He did a video. Stop being so emotional. And listen, if you got something to say, if you want to challenge me and you want to be respectful in a respectful platform, come on. I'm open to any challenges as long as you respect the craft, everything that we do, as long as you respect the audience, and as long as you're not whack. Because I don't debate tomato cans. If you dope and you challenge what I'm saying, bring it. If you dope and you challenging what I'm saying, bring it. If you whack and you challenge what I'm saying, get better first and then bring it. Florence Tears family, man, I love y'all. Florence Tears family, I love y'all. And listen, and those of y'all watching this video and are trying to figure out where all this came from, man, listen, we have about I can't even tell you how many hours of YouTube stuff archived on this channel. You know what I'm saying? Just check it out. Check out that, and then you'll understand what this Blanche movement is. Right? For those of y'all watching this on Patreon, thank you. Thank you to my patrons. I appreciate y'all. And we're going to try to provide more content like this. And for those of y'all listening to this on say the audio podcast and things of that sort, thank you for listening and downloading, regardless of what audio platform you used. Much love to you. We're going to have more continued stuff. Check us out on YouTube. It's YouTube.com/C/Florence Tears. Right? I'm at Big Freezy on Twitter. If you're smart or whatever, and you got some smart thoughts or whatever you want to challenge me about on Twitter, bring it. And if you're a doofus, I'm gonna ignore you. It's just a rule. I don't make up the rules. I just follow them. Anyway, thank you for listening to this long thing about setting records straight and all that stuff. Florence Tears family, I love you, man, and I'll holler at y'all later. Peace.